Hello. How are you all doing today? Gonna start a bit early. That wasn't supposed to happen. Apparently Control F11 has a secret function in Assetto Corsa. Who knew? I'm gonna turn the music down slightly. There we go. I want to start off showing you guys my difficulty settings, I guess. Got factory traction control ABS, so whatever has ABS in real life will have ABS and traction control in the game. No stability control, no damage, no tire blankets, so these tires will all start off cold. Manual gearbox, manual blip, manual clutch. I'm gonna be blind to the actual racing line. This is the way I play it normally. This isn't me setting it up specifically. And just as a demonstration to TNT, who asked me to drive this thing. Come on. This thing, the Lotus 98T, which is a Formula 1 car with over 1,000 horsepower. He wanted me to drive around Spa with full turbos. I'm gonna drive around the Nordschleife with full turbos. I'm a lunatic. I'm going to be driving the Nürburgring 24-hour configuration, so it's going to be the you go around the first hairpin and then you're immediately into a second one. Also, for some reason, some of my stuff doesn't seem to be wanting to play.
Hello, Dad.
Irish rallying videos. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Rainbow Day Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Oh look, I've got a turbo set up. Also, I do have my head tracking on today. Ooh, seems to be a frame issue in XSplit. Interesting. Can you guys deal with the wonky frame rate, or do you want me to try and fix it? Oh, that is a terrible... Oh, that is a really bad frame rate. I'm going to have to try and fix that. I'm going to turn down some graphics options. Hello, Chris, the Irish gamer. Frame rate. Let's turn down the world detail and the shadow resolution. Some anti-aliasing, some isotropic filtering. Let's turn on VSync. Let's turn down the smoke generation, turn off post-processing effects. We're just doing, let's do that. I kind of want that the way it is. Okay, that should be better. Hello, Kira Doherty. Hopefully this is now gonna behave. How many maps are in the mod contest? I think it was 38, but there was news from Giants earlier on today that I forgot to log out of Steam. Whoops. There was news from Giants earlier on today that 6 mods did get removed. That's much better. We're now at 60 FPS. So let's get the turbo cranked up. 100% turbo. Oh, I don't have my setup loaded. Let's just restart the session here. Setup in out turbo load. This is a previous setup I have for 100% turbo all the time. Also, if you look at the bottom, where's my mouse? Use my mouse cursor. Hello. If you look at the bottom here, this is my control inputs. This bar here is force feedback. You'll see this bouncing into the red a lot. The blue is clutch. Red is brakes, and I'm just making sure everything's calibrated. And the green is the loud pedal. So, also I've got the corner names coming up as well. So without further ado, let's get going. Yes, I am heel toe. I'm using heel toe for the downshifts. And this kind of shows off that I can actually drive. Careful, there we go. This is what happens when I actually have force feedback. Screwed up. So that's the Nürburgring Grand Prix track done. Through the GT chicane. Let's take a detour. On to Big Daddy. So we're now on the Nordschleife. Oh! Bit too much wheel spin there. Okay. Let's go restart the session because I screwed that up horrifically. Let's get out onto the... Whoa! Suddenly the car doesn't want to behave. What the crap? This car suddenly just decided to kill me. I see something different. Do I know any news about the mod contest? No. I do know that 6 mods got removed. They're now down to 86 mods in the contest. And they are kind of expecting to lose some more mods as time goes on before release. So it could be the case that there's only 80 mods in the contest. And there was a clarification today that converts are not allowed. This is really testing my my brain capacity, because this thing is difficult to drive at the best of times. Especially seeing as its H pattern. And I'm doing my best to read chat at the same time. Why would mods be taken out? Because they don't meet the rules. Probably converts or reskins or teams entering multiple mods. I'm slightly concerned that the Black Sheep Massey Pack could have suffered from that. But it's just the way things be. This is my kind of chill stream, by the way, so I'm not too fussed about everything. There we go. Already my left leg hurts because this thing means I have to really just punch the clutch. Round Hatzenbachbogen. Keep the revs low so they don't go too far into the turbos. Now we can unleash it, heading towards Hatzenbach itself. Keep it nice and tight. Run it wide through the second part of Hatzenbach now. And so we're just keeping it in second. Through Hocheichen. We're heading up towards Flugplatz now, which is one of the fastest parts of the track. Down the Kittelbacher Höhe. Just gonna leave off the throttle slightly for Flugplatz. back on now. 300 kilometers an hour. We're now at 200 miles an hour going down towards Schwedenkreuz. I've got to back down to 120 kilometers an hour for Arenberg. This is one of the most challenging tracks in the world, if not the most. And the real challenge is keeping the turbos spooled. Every movement of the wheel you guys see is an actual movement I make, by the way. Screw up Kellenhard. Through the Spiegelkurve. Into dreifach rechts. There we go. I'm really sorry that I'm not paying too much attention to chat, but you can kind of see how quickly the track is throwing itself at me. Through Bergwerk. I did a few practice laps of Le Mans to kind of warm up, so I got a vague idea of how various cars are going to perform. 300 kilometers an hour down towards Kesselchen. Through the Mutkurve. Heading now towards probably the most famous corner on the track. Through Steyrstrecke, and the corner will appear in a moment. There it is. The carousel, and I've screwed it up. I've gone straight through. So that could have been a lot better. Coming up now towards what's known as YouTube Corner, because it's where a lot of the YouTube videos of the Nürburgring are taken. I think that might have actually been it there. But no, this is it up here. This is YouTube Corner. Brünchen. And I've screwed up the ice curve. But I'm going to continue because the most fun part of the track is coming up, where I can actually read chat. Heading towards Flansgarten, come on. Don't go on me now, rear end. Stefan Bellows S. Car just jumped on me through Schwabenstrasse. Hit a curve I shouldn't have. I've hit a curve, another curve I shouldn't have. With a small carousel. Galgenkopf now. And now I can read chat for all of about 20 seconds down the Dottinger Höhe. Fiat 500 Barth and Le Mans. Oh, good lord. With or without the chicane, TNT? There we go. With? That's a lap of the Nürburgring. Oh my god. That is such a difficult car to drive. It is so insane. 8:15.194. I've actually run faster than that. Alright, so you want the Fiat 500 of Barth. Hang on, which 500 of Barth? Because technically this isn't a Barth. Well, they're all a Barths. I'm not driving the 595. I'm calling you that. I'm saying that now. Hello, lunatic space. Let's get the track selected. Le Mans is over here. Circuit de la South with chicanes. I'm not driving the 595. That's Alfa Romeo. I'm not driving this thing. Do I know of a good PC for like 500? You can probably get one for 500. Tried all these are kind of crap. Oh, this thing has turbos? Oh, I like this one. Not gone on the color scheme though. Do you know what I do have that'd be kind of stupid to drive around the track? Is this thing. The Williams BMW FW24. Welcome back. I could drive this thing around the Le Mans. Which Fiat 500 TNT? Because I'm not driving the 595. I'm not driving this thing. I'll drive either the actual Fiat 500s. And you guys can make suggestions for car track combinations. Because this thing it'll take an hour to get around the Le Mans. The blue and green one. None of them are blue and green. Can this one be blue and green? This one can't be blue and green. The middle one. Okay, so the 500 SS in step 1 because I don't like the 500s. Oh, you want the Porsche 919 Hybrid 2016 Blacklight. I can do that. The thumbnail was actually... I did a quick lap of Le Mans last night to get thumbnails and get pictures. So this thing is manual transmission again. Oh god, I forgot how slow this thing is. This is gonna be a long one. Oh, and it's front wheel drive as well. Oh my god, there's like no force feedback. There is zero feeling from this thing. So we're through the Dunlop chicane. Heading down now at a very leisurely 150 kilometers an hour to the S's. And we're just understeering like a son of a gun because this thing just doesn't like gripping. I can drive it around Le Mans. It's quite fun around Le Mans. That was Tete Rouge, which is supposed to be really challenging, but because this thing's so damn slow, it's not really a challenge. Coming down the Mulsanne now. I can read chat for like an hour going along going towards the first chicane. TNT, you lunatic. So heading towards Lunendale chicane. We'll be there. There it is off in the distance. We'll get there eventually. I promise. Oh, this is Larsh. Where's Lunendale then? There we go. Hello, Orion Tro. You're lucky that I'm driving the slowest car known to man right now. Because this is... Hello, Crypto Plays. This is Le Mans. This is a super fast circuit. And TNT's decided, hey, you should drive a Fiat 500. Do I have quota? I do not have quota, Rob. This is what happens when you try and drive a road car around Le Mans. Because we're just about speeding. Oh, cut detected because reasons. Yeah, you're not actually allowed to get onto the hard shoulder on this circuit. In the Assetto Corsa at least. Heading now towards Mulsanne Corner, which I can probably brake insanely late for. Yeah, it'll go around that. There we go. Front wheel drive, just slam at the throttle and it'll be fine. Should drive the 918 Spider. Oh, the 917 Spider, you mean? That thing is insane. The big hill. No, that's Spa, Rob. That's Spa-Francorchamps. It's coming down now along this straight, which apparently has no name. We'll be watching them all in a week or so. Heading towards Indianapolis, which is... Whoa! Drifting through Indianapolis, apparently. Which is suspiciously flat in this version of the track. I don't quite know how it lost all grip there, but it did. Through Arnage, where there's usually carnage. Now along a third extremely long straight. Which is why this track is insanely fast. Yeah, the rear end decided it didn't want to behave at all. And did I watch Jimmy's Le Mans? Yes, I did actually. That was interesting and... Come on, Porsche curves, be nice to me. Okay, apparently first Porsche curve is a third gear corner. By the way, I am actually learning this track in this car as I'm going along. So you will have to forgive me for silly mistakes that I make. Like spinning out at Indianapolis and Maison Blanche, named after that house there, the White House. Le Mans in a Ferrari. I can get behind you there, Rafael. But there was a request for a 919 Turbo first. Through the first Ford chicane. Through the second Ford chicane. And across the line. Never again am I doing that car track combination. So somebody wants a Porsche 919 hybrid. Okay, you guys get to pick between two. You got the 2016 configuration, which is slightly faster with a better MGUK. And you got the 2015 configuration, which is not on the screen anymore because it's screwed up. You got the 2015 configuration, which can come in red. In red. I prefer 2016 because it's slightly faster. Hello, FSX Heathrow to Goa. I'll just go 2016. On the Sarth. That one TNT says. Road America is not in the game, nor is the new Ford GT with the ridiculous... It's a... Ford GT... That new Ford GT is a prototype. So I'm going to make a couple of setup changes here. Just a sit Le Mans. Here we go. Tires can be soft because we're only going to go for a fast lap. MG UK delivery can be low aggressive. Anything else I need to change here? That's all good. That's mostly good. Let's get the entire car lowered by about 5mm. That should do. So, through the Dunlop chicane once again. Much faster this time as the hybrid kicks in. Already into the S's. Through to Rouge, which is now challenging. On to Mulsanne. We're already at 260 kilometers an hour. We're already faster than that Fiat 500 ever went. 303 kilometers an hour. Can I do a Ford of some sort? Yes. Yes, I can. 200 miles an hour. And brake. Whoa, the rear end kicked a bit. This is a very unusual car because if it starts spinning out, because the hybrid is actually delivered primarily to the front wheels, if it starts spinning out, you slam the throttle and press the hybrid override button. Because the front wheels will suddenly grip up and it'll become front wheel drive. Through the second chicane, La Flora in the air. Through the Mulsanne kink. And suddenly this is a lot faster, isn't it? Like, this is a lot more race car-like. And it's just a case of bringing it through the curbs pretty easily. Gear, 300 kilometers an hour. We might actually have excess hybrid left over at the end of this. Ah, I've screwed up Indianapolis quite badly. Always do that and never brake early enough. You gotta brake a lot earlier than you think. For Indianapolis. And now it's just pretty simple. Just slow pretty much to a stop and slam the throttle roughly on the apex. Hey Josh, how you doing today? Oh no, we've got actually about the right MG UK balance at the moment. Through the first of the Porsche curves. Second one's a lot faster. Third and fourth. Maison Blanche. Slam the throttle, ride the curb, off you go. Up to the first of the 4 chicanes. Reached a bit too early there. Second 4 chicane is insanely slow. And that's a lap in the 919. This car is going on rails. This is one of the cars that I drive the most. I'm at my best when I've got lots and lots of downforce. That was the exact car from the thumbnail, Blacklight. Drive the 918. Okay. So by request of Mr. Linz, he actually wants another Porsche. There is no 918 actually, is there? You got the 917K, the 908, the 911 GT198, a bunch of 911s. All of the 911s. Yeah, I think you meant the 917 Spider. Unless you meant Moby Dick. Moby Dick is ridiculous. This thing has 4 gears. This thing, I think, also actually has 4 gears. Somebody actually wanted a Ferrari, didn't they? So let's get the... .918's right there. There's no 918. Oh, the 918. Oh, the 918. Okay. By request of Mr. Linz. Hello, Wade. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I drive a Ford. I will do a Ford next Irish riding videos. Don't worry. What is this thing geared up to? Oh, good lord. Yeah, that'll have to do. Race hybrid, hot lap, or sport hybrid. I'm gonna go with race. This is a terrible idea. Is this... Okay, so this is paddle shift. Holy! This is I think this is the first time I've driven this. So off we go. Oh, race hybrid is just all hybrid all the time. And... what? The rear end isn't attached. The rear end is not attached to the rest of this car. Yeah, this thing just doesn't... This thing doesn't want to drive. I've never had to take the S's as cautiously as that before. Any sort of speed and the rear end just kind of drops. Mind you, this is actually going almost faster than a prototype. This is going faster than the prototype. Nope. Wasn't gonna stop there. So I gotta brake insanely early. I'm gonna have to brake at like the 200-meter board for this thing. And even then it was probably a bit late. So, lessons I've learned so far. This thing doesn't want to drive. This thing doesn't want to stop. This thing only wants to go in a straight line. Which, this is going to be fun. through Mozan at insanely low speeds. How am I gonna do the Porsche curves in this thing? Like, I know this is effectively a road car, so it's not supposed to be going this fast ever. But how am I gonna do the Porsche curves? Because they are, by their nature, just like stupid fast. Rear end's gone. Somehow I didn't hit anything there. This thing doesn't want to do anything that I wanted to do. So this thing... Oh, I see what's going on with this thing. It rewards you for... being smooth. I was being way too aggressive. It's fine, just... Yeah, this thing just wants you to be smooth. When is FS17? Tomorrow. This is my chill day where I don't have to play Farm Sim. So that I don't get burnt out. Basically. So... there were requests for Ford. Screw it, let's go with the GT40 because it's my favorite Ford of all time. Let's go for the summary here because I want to get a better color scheme. Is there one vaguely? Or is it? Oh, you can get it in Gulf colors. If that's the case, then I'm getting it in the legendary Gulf colors. And I'm gonna need to make one more change here because that's not the correct version of Le Mans. There we go. Let's go for the 60s version. Is there a Mark II Escort? There's an RS 1600, which I believe is a Mark I, isn't it? But I mean, I can bring this thing around Le Mans, if you really want me to. Doesn't go, per se, but it'll work. You know, it's not the world's fastest car. Yeah, the Mark 1 will do. I'm gonna keep the... I want to show you guys what the Mulsanne straight is really like. Because so far you've seen it with the chicanes. Now it's time to unveil the real Mulsanne. So I'm going to need to come in here and get this thing all sorted out. Oh, this thing's weighty as crap, I've just remembered. This is going to be fun. Okay, so I got it geared up for full Mulsanne, and ooh, everything's in the right place. Because my gear stick is off on my left here. Let's get you out of the car, so... Sounds aren't great, I would admit. Apparently, my driver has one foot on the throttle, the other on the clutch. But away we go. Immediately tried to kill me. Immediately. There was no delay. This thing does not like cornering in any sort of circuit configuration. You gotta be super gentle with every input in the corner. Especially throttle on the way back out. You gotta basically feed it in. But we're now on to Mulsanne, which means I can read chat for like 5 minutes now. Because this is a 6-kilometer long straight. You play racing games with your friends a lot. This is my jam. This is a racing simulator. It's not the greatest in the world, but it's the one I play the most. Graphically, it's great, which you shouldn't really be doing Sims for graphics, but this is fantastic. I like the physics engine. The force feedback is really good. I can feel... There's actually a lot of bumps on this version of Mulsanne, which... Probably less bumps than the real-life version. Than Mulsanne in real life, especially off to the hard shoulder there, but it's quite bumpy. It feels like there's a road there. It definitely felt like there was a road there. Wow. Through the kink. Heading up now towards Mulsanne corner. Losing speed because the engine just doesn't have the grunt. Through Mulsanne. On to the second straight. Your Wi-Fi sucks right now. Mine's pretty good. If you are enjoying this ridiculousness and basically my chill day, do hit the like button. The more likes I get, the more likely I'll do this again. With viewer suggested hot laps. Uh-oh. Yeah, that version of Indianapolis. In real life, Indianapolis is quite heavily banked. So, version of Indianapolis in this mod isn't very good. I've somehow managed to go off at Arnage. This thing just loves understeering. I mean, just look. I'm wiggling the wheel so much right now, and it's doing next to nothing. There's such a delay in input between me actually steering and... Well, between me steering and the car deciding it wants to wade off in that direction. So I gotta make quite dramatic inputs for it to actually want to do something. Come on. Through the Porsche curves. That was a bit wide. That was actually very wide. That's probably a bit too fast, but... Yeah, it was way too fast because I just got a tank slapper on and lost it. And that's Le Mans. It's a bit of fun.
Dave.
Wade! Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Rainbow Day Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. This thing does not like donuts. Just doesn't want. No. It's just. Just doesn't want to do it. Right. Somebody asked for a Ferrari at Le Mans. For some reason my now playing isn't working, and I do apologize. So let's get the Ferrari 458 GT2 in an actual racing livery. Let's change back to modern Le Mans. The LaFerrari. I'm not driving the Ferrari LaFerrari. That thing is even worse than 918. Oh, this is driven by James Collado. Actually, gonna need to do some setup. That looks good, but traction control actually does look good. Feels probably good. I'll actually just drop car by 5 mil again. There we go. You gotta go, Wade. Enjoy the rest of your day. See, this sounds like a Ferrari. Brakes are cold. Hello, Duck Kenny. I'm doing good. How are you? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do 2 laps on this thing so you can see see what happens when the tires are actually up to temperature. What I can also do is, if the game will give me time, bring up the tire display. Just pop it over here. You guys can't actually see the track description, I just noticed. Got detected. So the tire display, blue's cold, red is insanely hot because I've just flat spotted the tires to hell. Different game tonight. Yeah, it's basically my day off. So I'm playing what I want to play today. So, whoa, the rear end is not happy. The rear end's really not happy. Whoa. Hang on, I'm gonna have to actually stop up here and do a burnout to try and warm the tires up a bit. These are... Oh, should have put soft tires on. Hey, Mad Train Driver, how you doing? Shoot a truce. Up towards the first chicane. We're going to actually hit the braking point this time. Right, left. Come on, left. Don't spin out. Don't spin. Okay, I think I might actually have the top speed a bit too high. If that's an Audi, it's all-wheel drive. It's a Ferrari. Yeah, I've got it tuned a bit too high. We're gonna put soft tires on. Oh, super softs. These will warm up nicely. There we go. What's this game like? Good? It's only really good if you got a wheel. It's not suited for playing with a controller too much, because it is a bit of a simulator kind of game. But you can get it to be as difficult or as... I know what the problem is. I have actually taken too much aero out. I took too much rear wing. You're a Forza guy, that's fine. This is, by the way, officially licensed. Actually, I know I haven't done a full lap in this thing. Got a better idea. Keen, how are you doing today? So, I said the Ferrari is officially licensed. It's not the only officially licensed Ferrari. Let's drive Fernando Alonso's Ferrari from a couple of years ago, the F138, around Le Mans, because of course. I'm doing good, Kane. Thank you very much for asking. I will swap tracks soonish, by the way, onto Spa or Silverstone or something, or maybe even the Nordschleife. Looks like your cat's been fighting. Well, at least he's back. 372 will be fine. Softs, 80 liters, 5 degrees on the front, and 10 on the rear, please. I don't have any setups for this, I'm just kind of guessing. 7%. Down 5 mil all around. And I do have softs on. I actually bumped the tire pressure up 1. Looks like a fun game. It's really good fun until you start racing the AI. So this is a legitimate Formula 1 car that is officially licensed. And pretty true to life as well. So you can see all the dials on the wheel. Let's get going. Sorry if there's like random frame rate drops apparently. I'm seeing some on the stream itself. That wasn't. There we go, we got DRS enabled. That's somewhere, looks like a bit of a cut. Oh, that's not good, Dal. 338 kilometers an hour. Going down, almost on straight, and down to 120 for the chicane. A little bit of Cars action going. You love this Formula 1 car. There's nothing. Yeah, it's all good with a V8. Oops, I accidentally disabled DRS. And it's surprisingly easy to drive as well. Like you would think, I'll actually get the tire pressures a bit too high. This is where many years of watching Formula 1 comes in handy, because I know the rev range at which to get to shift. Coming up towards Indianapolis now. Through Indianapolis. Through Arnage. Bit of a cut there, that's fine. Bit more curves just to get boosted. Coming up now towards the Porsche curves once again. I'll actually approach the Dunlop Bridge at full speed so you guys can see what happens. Bit wide there on Maison Blanche, but it's not a big deal. Going up now towards Fort Chicane. Can I do a race with opponents? Yeah, sure. I can do a race. And I've kind of screwed up. You have electronics on? Is it? I don't know, Viknesh, actually. Hey, he's sitting here. I just look at the wheel. When the red light is on the wheel, DRS is enabled. Let's set up a race here. Quick race. Let's do... let me think. What do I want to race? Let us do... Yeah. 650S GT3. Around the Sarth. Are these all GT3s? I'm gonna set up a custom grid. That. Not that. No. Not that. That's the GT2. That's the GT2. GT3, 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 GT3. That's actually... Oh no, that's GTE. That's GT3. And that runs under GT3 regs as well. So we'll have... Actually, can I just choose the tag GT3? That'd be amazing. GT3. Awesome. So let's add visible and remove the GT2 cars. Oh, I could have done this the entire time. Wow. That's all GT3s. Wonderful. And we're gonna do a... How many laps is this set for at the moment? 10 laps. That's a bit long. Gonna do 6 laps of Le Mans. What time is it now? 6 o'clock. Wind random, wind direction random, ambient temperature can go down a small bit. And we'll just go for a fast track. That looks good to me. Is Landy streaming tonight? Yes. Any tips on improving lap times? Vignesh, best bet is calibrate your force feedback so you know what the car is trying to do. Brake early and accelerate late. Because that'll actually speed you up. As counterintuitive as that seems, it'll probably actually speed up your laps. And put a bit more steering input in as well. I have this issue as well where I don't steer nearly enough. You actually have to put in a bunch of steering input at times just to get the car to grip it and turn. Now this is going to load in a bunch of cars. It's going to load in like 30 cars here, so it's going to take a little while to load in. Previously I was just loading in the one car. Where am I starting? 6th. Awesome. Let's get this thing into a Le Mans configuration. Medium tires actually probably be good here. Traction control 3, ABS 2, splitter and wing look good. That all looks good. And I can't remember if this thing actually has that wasn't a bad start. Whoa! Okay, I'm gonna restart that because that was blatantly the AI cheating. Okay, so I actually have to watch in my mirrors apparently. To make sure that nothing's coming from behind. Oh, come on! In the bloomin' braking zone, they decide to punt me. Well, that means the gloves are off. The AI wants to pull that nonsense, the gloves are off. Just got the inside of this Ferrari into Rouge. I'm gonna have a really good slipstream here at least. So we got, oh my god, you jerk! Yes, this is completely safe. Going 3 wide along the Mulsanne. Oh, I've screwed up. I'm gonna restart because I feel like I was cheated. I feel like I was cheated there. Also, I need less aero. Actually need less aero and more top speed. Let's get moving now. So that's a lot more like it. Is it just me or are there frame rate issues on the stream, by the way? Because it looks like the stream's running at like at 10 FPS. Is it just on my end, or is everybody getting that? There are frame rate issues. Wonderful. If I pause the game, do the frame rate issues disappear? Because I'm not seeing that on my end. Huh. It's because it's rendering AI, I think. Because now they're gone. So if I hit resume, I got a penalty here, so reasons. So what happens when I... It's the AI. I can't do races. Okay, so as it turns out, I can't do races on stream, which sucks. That really sucks. That if I try and have AI in the game, it just kills it. Can I try drifting? No. Do we have any more suggestions on car track combos, guys? Because we got an hour of the stream left. Do we have any suggestions on what cars and tracks you want to see? I've got all the DLC for Assetto Corsa, so we got 3 Fiats, 6 Alphas, a whole buttload of BMWs, that's Audis, buttload of BMWs, a couple of Corvettes. Online, that won't work either. I think it's trying to render too many cars too well. 3 1991 F1 cars and Williams. It'll probably break down some Ferraris, 3 Fords, KTM for some reason, BMW. Alright, which BMW? I'm particularly partial to the Z4 GT3. That's my favourite of the BMWs. The M3 GT2 is nice, but I don't know. And the rest are just kind of... I like the E30, actually, the Group A E30. I think this one has DTM config, yeah. The DTM E30 is amazing. Audi R8 on Nürburgring. Okay, so Audi, and we've got 3 different R8s. You got the LMS 2016, the LMS Ultra, and the normal V10 Plus. Or there's the Audi TT RS VLN. Or the Audi TT Cup. BMW E30. You want the E30 BMW, which can be arranged. Let's actually change the track first. I'm gonna choose the track here. Let's go for Spa, because I like Spa. Audi R8 LMS Ultra. That is, I think, the most modern. No, this is an older car because it's got an old Nürburgring sticker on it. Let's go for number 10. Does that have a year on the... This is me just being a bit cheeky. Can I load up the 360 view, please? Game? I'm being a bit cheeky now because I want to see what year is actually on the thing. It doesn't say. So you want me to drive this thing around the Nordschleife? That can be arranged. Welcome back, Wade. Except I'm not going to use the Nordschleife, I'm going to use Spa. The Spa is actually... No, I'll do the Nordschleife, why not? I'll just choose Nords. Gonna go around the bog standard normal Nordschleife, the old one, where it's only Nordschleife. Version 10. Okay, so this is paddle shift, which I shouldn't be surprised by that. Let's get some soft tires on just so we can get some grip. Diff power, yeah, it's good. So let's get going. Nice evening drive with the Nordschleife. I took entirely the wrong line in there, and that's what happens. If you want to improve your driving, learn the Nordschleife because it's got every kind of corner. Hello, Matthew. It's got these super fast corners, it's got these amazingly good sweepers that you just kind of brush off. Then you got stuff like the carousel, which is very slow and technical. Even stuff like Armberg here, where you're kind of doing a high-speed not chicane, hairpin. I do apologize if you can hear my wheel, because it does like shouting when it's putting out force feedback. And this is a laser scan version of the Nürburgring, so there's quite a few bumps. Almost lost it there then now. Wouldn't be the first time, and it won't be the last. I have an issue at an hour first. Let's get it down towards Metzgerfeld. And I'm actually watching the stream carefully to make sure there's no frame rate issues, because if there are, I can always just dump the graphics options down a bit more. Through Callenhard. Yep, that's the way to take that corner. Guys, let me know if there's any more frame rate issues. Oh no! Do they have a Chevy? They've got a Corvette, which is technically a Chevy. So now I've got an issue. Because I screwed up Dreifachrechts so badly, my rear tires are now overheated. Can I use it? Yeah, I'll bring the C7R around Spa after this. F1 2017 is coming soon. I'm not too interested in the Formula 1 games. Codemasters don't really do physics. They make those games for gamepad and gamepad only. Kesselchen. I'm not even all that fast as a kind of a driver. This is just a casual bit of fun for me. So I like it looking pretty. Come on. Hook it up, hook it up, hook it up.
Hello, Dave. Dave. There's a...
Stance always, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Rainbow Day Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Oh man, this is a real challenge in concentration. I am going to have such a headache after this. Alright, just because I've completely wiped out a Whipperman. I'm gonna get the Corvette C7R. Come on. Is there a better color than yellow? What about blue? Well, Corvette always races in yellow, so let's get the 63. That's a nice paint job. Yeah, let's drive the 63 around Spa. What I'm also going to do is I'm just going to drop some of the display effects here. Because it doesn't need to be super pretty. She's smoking mirrors, we don't need that. That should do. Any Toyotas? Oh yes. Toyota, you got the AE86, the Drift AE86, the tuned AE86, the Celica ST185 4-wheel drive turbo. Yes, that is a rally car. The GT86, the Super Mark IV, Super Mark IV Drift, Super Mark IV Time Attack, and the TS040 Hybrid from 2014. And Irish rallying videos, there is something that you might be very interested in. They do have an Audi Quattro. That wasn't what I wanted to press. They do have an Audi Quattro S1E2, so that's the Turbo Quattro, the original Quattro. As well as the Toyota, which... They're not really track cars, and there's not many kind of rally-ish tracks. I might bring one of them up Trento Bondone, just to show them off. But let's get the C7R out on around Spa. Forgot to change the time of day because this is going to be quite painful to try and drive. Tires, soft. Traction control 3, 2 and 6 is good. Everything looks pretty good. You don't see them in the DLC. The FISR and Celica. Celica is in the Ready to Race pack. And I do have a few mods. The F1SR, the FISR, and the Formula 1 cars, I have most of them are mods. So let's get the Celica out around here. Brakes are a bit cold still. Choose 4 tires, 1 on each corner. That is good advice, Mango. Let's get through Eau Rouge without dying. I took the what I did there was I took the Formula 1 line. I'm gonna do 2 laps of Spa here just to show Eau Rouge properly. Because there is a line that I really need to take around there. Let's get through the cone. There we go. Down around Brussels. This is different? Yes, this is my chill game. This is what I... Usually when I'm playing Farm Sim, this is what I'll open up after a stream. This is, an insight into my chill time. Fine. Really quite high speed chicane this, especially in high downforce cars. And I think the next car I bring out will actually be something just for me. It'll be one of my favorite Formula 1, well, my favorite Formula 1 car of all time, one of them. I actually have both my favorite Formula 1 cars in the game. The McLaren MP44, which is just the best Formula 1 car in history. And my favourite, the a bit late for the bus stop. The Jordan 191, which is what Michael Schumacher first drove in Formula 1. 3:03.62, that is a terrible lap. Actually broke a bit early for the source. So let's get down to Eau Rouge at full speed. I'm going to turn in early here, turn in late here. And still go wide because we hit the curb in the wrong way. Let's just spin it out and die. You gonna go take your dad food? Enjoy, Wade. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back in Farmson tomorrow. I'll be on Thornton. So let's grab VRC, Jordan Ford 191. I just want to make sure I've got the right one. I think that is Schumacher's. We got the shakedown version, which was all black. The 192 shakedown, which was the 1992 attempt. And yes, Michael Schumacher's first Formula 1 car. Sponsored by 7-Up and Tic Tacs. And for some reason, Alex Zanardi was sponsored by Pepsi, but not 7-Up. Interesting. Bertrand Gachot's car, as seen here, is probably the most famous 191 with Fujifilm and 7-Up and Ireland and Huey, and Fujifilm and all the sponsors. This is Formula 1. This is proper Formula 1, not the overly simplified version we have today. Because there is one very important thing about the 191. I'm going to tilt this down so you can get a vague idea. This is my gear shifter over here. I don't know setups, Viknesh. This is one of my favorite cars. Let's get a bit closer to 200 on that. Let's go for the D tires. Let's go for about 30. Yeah, we got way too much fuel in this. Let's go for about 22 liters. Decent enough front wing. 3 clicks on the rear wing. And you can actually see in this car, because it's a mod, the rear wing does actually change positions. Camber I don't know anything about. Dampers, blip. Yes, that looks... actually I think more diff coast is necessary, and a bit more on power too. Suspension... For some reason I can't change how high the front is, which is a bit of a shame. That's looking good. We go. Let's get this into neutral first. V8. Let's go. Now there is one very important thing about the 191 that I haven't actually mentioned yet. You might have noticed it. It's H-pattern. It's got a clutch. It is redonkulous. So I'm going to do a couple of laps here in this beautiful machine. This is widely regarded as one of the prettiest Formula 1 cars of all time. Just because it is designed wonderfully, it's got really nice curves, and the green and blue actually is a really nice color combination. Come on, get around the corner, there we go. There's a really big blue bottle in my room. Hey, Dusty Dave. How you doing today? Whoops. That was the wrong way. Through Blanchimont at a casual 300 kilometers an hour. Yep, that was, yeah, not good. Probably should have this in second because I'm gonna spin up the tires on the way out. Yep, should have that in second. Oh my god. Get... nothing says fun like heel towing in a Formula 1 car. Down the Camel Straight at nearly 200 miles an hour. This thing doesn't have turbos or anything. So it's a lot slower than its predecessors, one of which I do have and may well run in a minute. This doesn't have the greatest of grip. It's got 1990s tires, so you know, you're not gonna have... Whoa! Okay, it's just gonna spin out and die. Do you know what? I've got a track that would not suit this at all, but I'm gonna use it anyway. Where is it? Monaco! How are the new kittens? They're all pretty good. They're tiny still. They're only a few days old. For those of you that don't know, my cats are ridiculous and keep having kittens. The 2-3-week-old kittens are doing really well. They could actually be moving on to solid foods reasonably soon, actually. And once that comes, they'll be moved to a new home. They actually have a home arranged for them already. The ones that are literally just born, the first cat had the kittens, and then a couple of days later we realized, hang on, this cat's also pregnant. The mother of the cat that had the kittens was also pregnant. You're meant to go flat out through Eau Rouge. Not in 1991, you're not, Dave. 1991 Eau Rouge is not flat, not by any means. So let's get the Jordan loaded into Monaco. Can I tell you how to keep the crop when you start with seasons on Pemberlin? You can't. There is absolutely no way of doing it, Kieran. Seasons will annihilate your crops immediately. Let's get this thing into a Monaco configuration. There we go, that's all the wings maxed out. And the gears as short as I can get them. Let's save this as Monaco. Yo. This Monaco. Yo. There we go. So, in real life, the pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers an hour. And I'm going to adhere to that. Because the game has the speed limit set at 80 kilometers an hour, which is slightly, maybe a bit too fast for Monaco. Because this is one of the tightest pit lanes in the world. Hello, Deadly Orchard. I am doing well. How are you? This is... yeah, this... Do you remember I said the Nürburgring was tough? This is your margin for error at Monaco. There is none. You crash at Monaco, you're losing something. Boom, dead. Flat through the tunnel? Mostly flat. There's a small lift just because this thing doesn't have the best grip. It's more of a... no, you can go flat. Stop! This thing does not like stopping at all. Let's get around to back. Come on, get around there. Don't know how I didn't hit the wall. This is basically an exercise in getting as close as you can to every wall in the world. But not that close. Rip Senna on this track. This is not the track that killed Senna, Kieran. On a related note, this is probably not the greatest idea in the world, but let's get R10. This thing is going to be loud, by the way. Let's get this thing on. It's a track I can do reliably in this thing. Nürburgring. F1 track. Love watching something else. I'm enjoying doing something else, Dave. This is my chill game. I love this thing. It's challenging as all hell, but I love it. And this is the 1988 McLaren MP44, and I think I'm actually using Senna's. Yes, I am using Ayrton Senna's McLaren. Let's put the D spec tires on. Turbo 100%, upper flaps. Yeah, got kind of medium downforce here. That should all be good. This is Ayrton Senna's McLaren. There's Ayrton Senna's race suit. It's just... That is the sound of a Formula 1 turbo. Yeah, it was Imola that killed Senna, and Imola is in this. Imola is in Assetto Corsa, but it's the 2016 variation. Let's get, come on, turn in, turn in, turn in. This. That is the sound of a proper Formula 1 turbo. Complete with, if you can hear it over the sheer cacophony going on. A wastegate. Oh, Chris. This is when Formula 1 was Formula 1. Drivers actually had to do something. Because what you might not be seeing, or if you pay attention to the black bars at the bottom, I'm having to clutch. And a gear shifter. And I've completely whiffed the chicane. You gotta go enjoy the rest of your day air trying videos. It's a bit of fun. One of the wheels isn't on the ground. What wheel do I use? A G27. Logitech G27 with G27 shifter. It's all box standard G27. Come on, get around. I can drive, I'll drive the 2015 Ferrari around after this, so you guys get an idea of what the difference is. Because Dave knows, and I know, and maybe some of you guys don't. So this is when Formula 1 was Formula 1. This is the most dominant car in Formula 1 history. Won all but one of the races in 1988. Never actually drove around this track because this track was opened in 1992, I think. Maybe it may have been 1991. But if you look carefully at the wheels when I'm going into corners, you can actually see the brake discs glowing with the sheer amount of energy they're having to dissipate. I've spun off. Can we have a wheelie at the end? I can't do a wheelie in these things. Let's have a bit of fun though. Let's... actually, let's grab something that's in the middle. No, I don't want to go around with Jello in that thing. I want to go around Nürburgring GP. This is the 2004 Williams, I believe. FW31, is it? 24. 2002 Williams. So one of the fastest cars in history. I'm gonna bring around the Nürburgring. Not the Nord. I have driven this thing around the Nordschleife. It kills you. But I'm gonna bring around the Nürburgring Formula 1 track. This is the kind of stuff that I do. And this is, to many people, the sound of Formula 1. Let's get that there. Soft tires because I'm a lunatic. Traction control on 2. Let's get some wing out of this thing. Hello, Peter. Now, if you've never heard of V10 before in Formula 1's spec, number one, it sounds like this, and number two, it also sounds like this. Yes, I'm using traction control because the real car had traction control. Although I think this thing's actually running too much traction control at the moment. There we go. You can see why I got head tracking now. This is the true use of it. Locked up their ears a bit. I can bring this thing around Le Mans if you guys really want. And props to whoever made this mod for actually putting in the traction control gurgle, which is the annoying kind of rumble you hear when I hit the throttle. Can this thing idle? I'm wondering if I can get this thing to roll and idle. Yes. All I'm doing is steering and it's going 20 kilometers an hour. How fast can I idle a Formula 1 car? 25, 26, 27. No throttle, brake, no nothing. 27 kilometers an hour. 30, 31, 32. This is all with no throttle. This is just the engine idling itself along. I saw 39, but let's go. Hello, Danny Crook. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. I'm intentionally going too tight in the first part of that chicane, get the second part right. This is actually me driving. As bad as my driving is in Farm Sim and many other games. Is Landy streaming after me? Yes. He said he will, so he probably will. And it'll be in Farm Sim, so don't worry. I spun off. Oh, it's all gone to pot. On the horse map. No, he said that was on off. He'll be on something else today. So let's get the SF-15T. Gonna swap up maps. Tracks. To something that's gonna suit the SF-15 a bit better than Nürburgring, which is Monza. Because we're gonna be driving a Ferrari. Nothing says Formula 1 like Ferraris at Monza. The Tifosi are out in force, the Scuderia are showing up in all of the red, the Tifosi are going mental. We're in Monza with a Ferrari. So of course, it's being me, I'm gonna do some setup. 30 litres should be more than enough. MGK can be at high. 100% recovery, engine brake. Be fine. 5 degrees there, and we'll bring this down to about 11. Knock 7 mil out of the car. There we go. That is the stream scheduled on Thornton at 7. Head on over there at 7. I might continue my stream for a bit longer. Because quite frankly, it doesn't matter if Landy and I overlap. You know, it's two completely different games. So this is a modern Formula 1 car. Compare that to the McLaren from a few minutes ago, because especially sound-wise, they actually have the same kind of engine. They both have turbocharged V6 engines, and this one sounds crap. Through the Loggia. Through Lismo 1 with a bit of a drift up. Okay. Hey, Dark Phantom. We decided to tune in on my, I guess my day off chill stream. ERS enabled, and away we go. Can I get away with using more? I think I can get away with actually a more aggressive ERS setup. Yeah, let's, these engine sounds are terrible. Let's go with, top speed setup here. Junior started this in next week. You'll survive. We've all had to do it, Dark Phantom, don't worry. Now, I do have actually a better sounding V6 Turbo Formula 1 car in the modern era. There's 200 miles an hour. There's my braking point. Will I be streaming tomorrow? Yes. I'll be streaming Farm Sim tomorrow. So actually, let's swap into the other F1 car that I got. You didn't study... Dude, I didn't study for my leaving cert, and I still did well. Disclaimer, actually study for exams. So I got the FW37 here. Stream Orchard. Might do, Peter. Tomorrow's gonna be Thornton. I might stream Orchard next Wednesday if the mod contest stuff isn't out yet. Okay, shut up, voice lady. Top speed. This is Monza, so we only need like 5 on the front wing and like 5 on the rear wing. That should do. And of course, there is something interesting about modern Formula 1 cars, in that they've got kind of a fixed gear set. So this is the FW37, powered by a Mercedes engine. The last one was a Ferrari. This sounds actually more Formula 1 like. No, Dark, I'm not going to touch that map at all. This is a lot closer of a representation to modern Formula 1 cars than the Ferrari was, because this thing has dead physics. Come on, clutch kick. I think Ballydorn is too big. I think Ballydorn has bigger issues than being too big. I think Ballydorn, whoever made it, made some fairly fundamental mistakes, and I'm hoping it was just through lack of knowledge and experience with mapping. them from like somebody told him and he ignored it or something. Hey Faye, what do you think of this Williams? This thing does not like me going too slowly. That's the thing, Dave, it's what the people want, that's why I do it so much. I actually need to have a word with you after the stream. It's a good challenge, it's a good way to improve your driving is do racing while streaming and talk about farm sim. There we go. Why am I not doing a series about Immune? Long story short, I don't like the mod team that did it. That's just to keep it as short as I possibly can. I don't want to go into it in great detail or name names, but there is one member of the mod team, and it's probably not who you think it is. I really just can't abide by. Oh, dead. Let's actually go into replay mode here real quick because I haven't shown this off yet. Let's watch this lap from the TV cameras. You gotta admit, Faye, this thing does sound quite good. Like for a 2015, 2016 F1 car, the sounds are pretty spot on. Do they pay well matters? No. There's a reason I'm not gonna go into massive detail. I completely forgot that thing actually had limited ERS. I might have been doing part of laps with no ERS. There are new sound regulations in Formula 1. The cars aren't supposed to be this quiet, just FYI. The quietness in Formula 1 is kind of a byproduct of the fact that the engines are so very efficient now. The engines are ridiculously efficient. And they're recovering heat energy and all this kind of stuff from the exhaust, so there's not going to be much noise as a kind of a byproduct. Motocross. I don't really like motocross. I'm more into let's get my boys out here. Let's get my boys. Oh no, not again.